Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. The IRS is rejecting a ton of returns. Yes, a massive amount of returns. This has been the talk of the town in the tax preparer circles. Let me fill you in on exactly what's going on. So each year before the IRS actually opens their main center to start taking everything in mass, they do what's called hub testing. Prior, generally, these particular tests are a little smaller tests where they pull a few returns, kind of check the systems, make sure everything is cool, which you would want to do before you do many hundreds of millions of returns. Well, this year there were slight changes, which I have talked to you all about. If you've been in my lives, you've heard me talk about that there were going to be less tests, but bigger tests. So fewer tests that were pulling more returns based on what they were trying to get accomplished. Well, what has happened, the talk of the town in the tax preparer circles or in tax professional circles over the last few days has been a massive amount of rejections. I've talked to a number of preparers and looked at a number of returns, and the common theme here seems to be the 1095A. 1095A being the form that you receive from Obamacare, Affordable Care Marketplace, whatever you want to call it, returns being pushed through without that form. If your client actually had Obamacare, whatever you want to call it, for even 10 minutes, 1 month, and they had that purchase through the system, they're going to get a 1095A in that particular form. If they receive the credit, you have to put it in there or the IRS is going to reject it. Now, that was a big portion, probably a majority of the rejections that I saw, preparers who actually entered their client's information without that form. But the bigger thing that stood out to me, and y'all have heard me talk about this is really big, pay attention right here, is that I verified 2 clients who actually pushed through returns, had returns pushed through, and they were rejected because the IRS stated that they had a return already in place. That is big. That is huge. That is something I've talked to you all about this year, that getting things in fast was going to really be to your advantage. In this particular case, there were no other individuals that taxpayer knew that would have could have filed on their behalf. So it appears that someone on the outside, aka a hacker or something, had pushed their information through. It got pulled in the hub, which is one. It's not kind of like a lightning strike. It got pulled in the hub, and then just by chance, the other individual got pulled in the hub too at some later point. So the hub testing at some later point. So that is a really big development and something I have been telling people this whole time that would happen. Yes, if it's going to be to your advantage to get things early this year. And again, I saw 2 verified cases, but that I personally verified that this happened to. So we're going to see how all of this played out. But so you all know in the tax preparer world right now, rejections are a really, really big topic that everybody's talking about. A lot finna go on. Y'all stay tuned. Latest and greatest updates here. If you don't follow me on TikTok when it goes down, make sure you follow me on YouTube, LQ Financial Group. I'm also on all the other social media, IG, FB, at LQ Financial Group. Like, share, and comment on this post.